October 9th, 2023, and I cannot believe that it is October already. We're heavy into autumn here in upstate New York. The leaves are changing, the sun is out, and it is just stunning, just stunning. So thanks so much for joining me today. My channel is about cross stitch and wool applique and maybe some paper crafting occasionally, and just what's keeping me busy and keeping me creative. And I so enjoy sharing what I've been up to. Now, this past week has been the most exciting I've had in a long time, and the most exhausting, but happy for sure. I don't know if you're aware, but for the past 2 years, myself and Michelle from Under the Wool and Willow have been planning a mammoth retreat. And we co-sponsored, well, I shouldn't say co-sponsored, we were co-creative directors for it. But Hobby House Needleworks in Pittsford, New York, sponsored us. And it definitely has been 2 years in the making. Our vision was a homespun retreat, homespun, homemade. And thank goodness, with lots of perseverance, we attracted some people to come. For a while there, I wasn't sure if anybody would have wanted to join us, but we had over 140 people who came and joined in on this special event. It was a multi-Needlearts retreat, which was also part of our vision. And we were so lucky to have so many designers come and join us and teach wonderful classes. I was overwhelmed at the number of people who approached me and Michelle privately saying what a wonderful time they had. It warmed both of our hearts, and certainly made the past 2 years of preparations well worth it. So today I am going to talk some about that, as well as right at the end go into a couple things I purchased and my couple whips that I have going on. So I'm hoping you might want to stick around and hear all about it, because it definitely was something a little different. So I have some notes because I just don't want to forget anything. First things first, I need to say thank you to my co-creative coordinator, Michelle from Under the Wool and Willow. She was fabulous to work with, and cross fingers, we're kind of hoping that maybe in the future we might do something again. Probably not at the scale. 140 and 150 people is quite a bit, but we might be coming up with some other ideas. So stay tuned to my channel. Watch both of our Instagrams. We're both on Instagram, her at Under the Wool and Willow, myself at Primson Greenway. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. So a big thanks to Michelle. A big thanks to Hobby House, Kathy and Dave, for sponsoring us. A big thanks to the Woodcliff, which are always a lovely hotel to deal with. A huge thanks to my friend Gail, who was with me side by side through the entire 2 years, helping me at every level. And thank you to the attendees who did come in and support us, encouraged us, and believed in us, and came to this retreat. And then, of course, last but not least, to all the designers who I'm going to go through individually. So first is my good friend Beth Seal from Summer House Stitchworks. Beth doesn't live too far from us. I think her drive was about 5 hours. She's down in Pennsylvania. And she brought to our attendees a wonderful class. It was entitled Woodland Waltz. Now, I have some of the kits here. Unfortunately, I don't have all of them. In the shuffle of bringing things home, I think I may have misplaced some of them. I think leaving some of them with Gail, possibly some of them with Michelle, I'm not sure. So I don't have all of them, but what I'm going to try to do with the ones that I don't have, I'm going to try to insert some pictures. So I'll show as we go. And then maybe next time I can show the other ones in person when I do my next Flosstube, but you'll be able to see pictures of them. So number one, Beth Seal, Summer House Stitchworks. I'm going to lean over. I have the bed covered with things here. And I'll show you. Oh, and I want to mention, I don't know if anybody noticed, I finally hung something on my wall. I've had these framed for a while, and I'm thinking to myself, why am I not hanging anything? I have blank walls all over this place. So I thought, what better place to hang my first grouping than in my bedroom? So when I wake up in the morning, what's the first thing I see? A bunch of beautiful cross stitch. They're mostly blackbirds, except for the one right here, which is a Hands Across the Sea Tomfoolery. I have shown them in the past, but if you're interested in the future, I can show you up close as to what they all are. But yay, I finally hung something. Woohoo! Okay, back to Woodland Waltz by Summerhouse Stitchworks. Here is the beautiful box she presented to our attendees, along with a sampler. So this was a combination. You not only got this beautiful sampler, but you also got a box that was filled with goodies. Can I tell you, I haven't even opened this? I do, so I'm showing you for the first time as we open this beautiful box. I do know that in our class, the ladies were learning to make strawberries. Not just any strawberry, emery strawberries, and strawberries stuffed with wool roving. I have never used emery or wool roving. Most of the ladies were overwhelmed because a lot of them, most of them had never made strawberries before. So they were just thrilled to learn the technique and told me they couldn't wait to go home to make bowls full of strawberries. So everybody came out of there with smiles on their face and excited to show us all their little berries. So again, I'll be inserting pictures after I'm finished chatting about her. I'll insert pictures that I took in her classes because I kept wandering around, kind of taking pictures and peeking in and seeing how everybody was doing. So back to her box. So here right on top we can see that she has a beautiful laminated floss key. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And then if you look at the back, it's a floss key for the project. What a great idea, Beth. Wow. Is she innovative? Look at that. Look at that. Talk about an idea. Putting your floss key on your floss ring and laminating it. You know, I've been thinking about getting one of these little laminators. I think they sell them at, I know I saw them at Hobby Lobby. They're probably at Joann's and Michael's. I don't think they were all that pricey. I feel like 30 or 40 bucks. You know, how cute is that? And what a great idea. So thanks, Michelle, for sharing. And then here are the lovely, lovely colors for her sampler. Does that say autumn or what? Look at that, ladies. Look at that. So the first one actually is Autumn Spice. How gorgeous. What's the next? Sassy Brass. And the red is Just Rust. Almost Auburn. And then there's a couple weeks. And they are Graphite. And what is this last one? I don't have my glasses on. Isn't that terrible? Olive. So some gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Look at that. Look at that. So that's the first thing. Second thing, look at, she had pre-cut some wools for the tops of the berries. And I believe you are stitching 2 berries, and then 2 berries they did in class was with fabric, which I will show you in a minute. She also included a needle card. Look at this gorgeous needle card. Wow. Beth, you're amazing. Gorgeous. And she included some buttons to put on the top of the berries. These are vintage buttons. Oh my gracious, I didn't even know this. Look at this. She included some charms to include on your berries. It looks like it's squirrel, an acorn, and I think some grapes. Look at how cute these are. Can you guys see those? Oh my gosh, there's that squirrel. Amazing. That, amazing. Amazing. And look at these little, oh, these fabrics are just delectable. Look at this. Oops, I dropped one, darn. Oh gosh, see, now I'm dropping everything. Okay, hang on everybody, hang on. Hang tight, hang tight. Okay, look at these fabrics. Oh my gosh, you should see the adorable berries they made with these fabrics. Woohoo! Okay, and she has included the linen for the sampler. Okay, do I know what kind of linen it is? No, I don't know what kind of linen it is, but why not take a peek? Is anybody here in a hurry? I'm not in a hurry. Let's take a quick peek and see if I can find it amongst this. So hang on a second. Let's get this open. Let's see what we've got. She also has templates for your berries there. Okay, so let's see. Here's the sampler. Here's the chart. And, oh, it's 32 count latte from Fiber on a Whim. 32 count latte, Fiber on a Whim. Gorgeous, huh? Can you imagine how beautiful it's going to be with those colors I just showed you? And so here we are, latte, Fiber on a Whim. And what else do I have here? Look at this wool roving. I have never used wool roving before, but I have to open it and show you because I saw it in the class. And it's like it's almost like it's stranded. Look at that. You know, it's so wispy. It's so soft. Oh my gosh. And look at how much she gave you. I mean, you could make bunches more strawberries than those little two. Look at all she gave you, like a bunch. And here is, look at this. You know, she did mention where you can buy this, and I forgot, but I've never seen before white emery. Look at this, it's white emery. So it's to help sharpen your needles. White emery. Yes, if I can find out where she purchased it, I'll put it in the description box below, okay? And that's not all. Look at this, a little acorn waxer. And I think this is for poking things in and making it stuffed really well. And then she even included some interfacing to put on your fabric before you make the strawberry. Is that an action-packed box or what? I can't even believe it. Honestly, I didn't even know. This is the first I'm actually opening it. And it is amazing. Can I even get it back in? I don't know. Look at all this deliciousness. I hope you don't mind me putting things away, because if I don't, everything's going to get lost. So I'm just going to take a quick minute to put things back in the box. Of course, it won't be as pretty as Beth did it, but it's all going to be in one place. Oh my gracious. Don't you want to just get started on this? Oh boy. Woodland Waltz. So, okay, so I have everything together. I'm going to set that aside. And here, I'm going to insert some pictures. Okay, so our next designer is Kathy Barrick, and the title of her design was The Beauty of Autumn Sampler. I do not have the kit with me. As I said, I think it got misplaced with possibly in another box. I definitely will show it on my next Flosstube. But I did want to explain, and the sampler is beautiful, by the way. It's absolutely stunning, and I do have a picture of it, which I will insert in just a second. But I do want to explain what she did in her classroom, which I think was amazing. And what it was that she made some pin cushions. She had some samples of some antique pin cushions. The fabric looked like it was a satiny kind of fabric. She stuffed it with not wood shavings, sawdust, because she says it holds the pins in. And on the antique ones, as well as the ones she passed out, there was a design made with pins. The ones she passed out were Halloween type things. It was like pumpkins and cats. I think there might have been like a star, like almost a quilty type star going on there. And you put the pins in to make the design. The attendees had a blast making these. I bet they're going to go home and make a bunch and fill up a dough bowl because they were cute as can be. And I will put some pictures of attendees working on their pin cushions, as well as a picture of the sampler here. Okay. And our next designer was her daughter, Liz Matthews. And Liz, the name of Liz's project was Antique Box Top and Punch Needle Class. And her designs were little punch needles about this big, set in a vintage canning jar metal lid. So they were circular, and everybody in the class was learning to punch. Most people were brand new at punch, and they were learning the technique, and so these little designs were absolutely perfect. And so I definitely will be putting some pictures here. Okay, now our next designer is Maggie Bononomy. And as you know, I am head over heels with Maggie Bononomy. I'm Maggie crazy. And so it was so awesome to meet her in person for the second time, although the last time was 2 years ago. And her class was fantastic as well. Her class was entitled Autumn Has Arrived. And I do have the kit here. It is full of lots of delicious wool as well as some fabrics. And I'm hoping that you can see part of the sampler, or part of the kit. I think the photograph is only half of it, but you can see here. And the attendees of her class, most of which had not done wool applique before, but some did. Some said they actually came to the retreat just to meet Maggie Bononomy. She gives very few classes. They're very difficult to get into. And so we had many people come just wanting to meet her. But many people, this was the first time they did wool applique. And you know, I have touted wool applique because it's so easy and so quick. The wool is absolutely stunning and beautiful, and you get a quick finish, and I can't go on enough about it. So I will insert a picture here of the full, it's not a sampler, the full project. Okay, and our next designer is Stacy Nash. She was a guest designer, so everybody at the retreat got her kit. And her design, let me take it out of the plastic so you can see it a little bit better, is called As the Crow Flies Pin Keep. And I think this is going to be available through Hobby House. But there it is. Isn't that, look at that house. Look at the little keys that the crow is carrying. Look at the border. Woohoo! The little pot over here with the foliage going all the way around. Some little kind of quilty stars up there. And there it is, the Primitive Needlearts Primer Retreat 2023. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? And we got 35 count Dames of the Needle linen called Cosmic Platinum. And here it is at the bottom. Let me grab it. Isn't this is gorgeous linen. I have to say, this almost reminds me of the bee's knees. Let's see if I can put it up against this so you can see it a little bit better. I know the sun's starting to go down, so it's coming in here, but isn't that gorgeous? Woohoo! Beautiful, beautiful fabric. That is going to look absolutely amazing. And she even gave some backing fabric. Isn't that fantastic? Look at that. Oh, that's going to make a beautiful pin keep. And look at these colors. Look at these colors. Are those amazing or what? Let me separate these just a little bit so you can see them a little bit better. Look at how pretty those are. Wowza. Wowza, wowza. And we even got Dames of the Needle crinkle ribbon in Mayflower Gray to go around the outside of the pin keep. Wowza. Okay, let me put that back in. And I don't want to lose any. I'm trying not to lose anything here as I'm putting things away. Okay, and our next designer is Teresa Miller of Teresa's Prim Treasures. You might know her if you are a subscriber to the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. She usually has a design in there. A couple years ago, I had stitched one of her little ditty bags. It was a cross-stitch design, and she is very, very prim. She had an awesome vending booth filled with wood products that her husband makes. And so her class was a slide box with a piece of embroidery on it. And most people who took her class had never done embroidery before. And here is a photograph of the box. And I do have a good picture of this one that I can show you. And she provided the threads. And look how cute her tags are. She actually puts what's on here. So this first one is Valdani P1. It's a little bit of red. And then here is DMC 535. Look at how she made her tags so you know exactly what's on there. Isn't that adorable? Look how cute these tags are. And it even shows what element is that color. I mean, she's amazing. See, she shows the little element that's that color. Isn't that awesome? Look at how cute. Oh my gosh. And then you also get a couple spools of Valdani. And then you get, hold on, you get the embroidery that you're going to fill in. Isn't that cute? Oh my gracious, so cute. And then in addition to all that, you get a needle minder. Let me show you this adorable needle minder. Look at how cute this is. Oh my gracious, look at how cute. Oh, look at how cute. Adorable. Teresa, adorable. Let me put this back because I am missing, or I haven't showed you yet, the main piece of beauty that you get, and that is the wooden slide box. So hang on one second. Let me see if I can get this. See, of course, we all say this is where we need a Brenda to put everything away for us. Okay, let's see if I can get this, slide this in here. Okay, got that slid in there. And oh, and it came in a cute little box here. Oh, she also gave this wonderful book, and all the attendees said this is a fabulous book. So I'm not sure if you can pick it up on Amazon or what, but it's Hand Embroidery Stitches at a Glance by Janice Vane. And they said it was a wonderful, wonderful book. Wonderful book. Everybody raved about it. So here it comes. Here it comes. Look at this beautiful handmade box. This is where you're going to put your embroidery. And look at it. Oh, there's more in here. I didn't realize. Look, it slides open. Slides right off. Isn't this gorgeous? All handmade. She put a pineapple waxer in there. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize this. Oh my gracious. Look what else she put in there. She put a Bowen. I've never seen one of these. This is by Bowen. Look at this needle threader. Oh my gracious, Teresa. I do not know where she got this from, but this, oh, and on the back it says customize your needle threader. Look at this. I don't know, it looks like you can actually put stitches maybe through the holes of the needle threader. Look at that. I have never seen anything like that. I didn't even know what was in here. This is the first I've had a chance to open these kits. Because as I said, I didn't actually attend the classes. I kind of popped in and out taking pictures, had to make sure everything was going smoothly. So I didn't really attend the classes, but I did get the kits. Amazing. Oops. Amazing. So I'm going to put some pictures here of the people that attended Teresa's class. Okay. Next person, last but not least, is Leanne Van Leyen. She is from 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. She came down from Canada, and she did an amazing class also. Again, people were raving. I don't have a copy of her kit with me. Another one that I think got put in another box. But let me tell you that her sampler was absolutely stunning. She said it was the biggest sampler she's ever done. She not only included the sampler, she included charts for, I think, 3 smalls from the sampler. Of course, linens and threads were in there. Her class, I've heard, I didn't sit in on the whole class, but it had to do with colors and choosing colors you like and incorporating them into your pieces. People were blown away about the knowledge they got from her. She also is a reenactor at an historic Canadian village during the summer. And so she was wearing her costumes. And amazing. She was awesome to talk to. I was able to chat with her after the retreat. And I'm telling you, if you ever have a chance to take a class with her, now this was her very first class. And I told her, girl, you knocked it out of the park. So in future, if you ever have a chance to take a class with Leanne Van Leyen, run, don't walk, because you will not be disappointed. She's a brand new designer. She's only been out there a couple years, but she's spectacular, and we need to support her 100% and bring her right along. So again, her class was called Each Rosy Morn, and I'm going to insert some pictures here. Okay, very good, very good. So I've run down all of the designers and their projects. And so each attendee got to pick, as part of their fee, they got to pick 2 classes, but they could do a la carte classes. And I can tell you, when people came and saw the classes, they were scrambling to try to get into any class they could. There was many people who took 4 classes. There wasn't enough time to take all 5, but many took 4 classes. And every person that walked out of those classes just raving, smiles. The designers really outdid themselves, truly. And a big thank you to all of them for coming and participating in Michelle and I's crazy vision of a multi-Needlearts retreat. Just fabulous, just fabulous. And so one of the afternoons we added more. One of the afternoons, Michelle had a friend of hers come who was an occupational therapist, and she gave us a talk on keeping ourselves limber exercising our fingers, getting up straight with our backs, which you can see I'm all hunched over. She gave us handouts. We actually did a lot of the exercises right there in class. And if anybody follows my Instagram, I posted some videos there. And in fact, why not? I'm going to try to include them here.
Tell me when to go. Start. 5, 6, 7, 8. Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Isn't it wet?
Okay, guys, wasn't that fun? Oh my gracious, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Secondly, Michelle and I wanted to throw in some more. So Michelle created a make and take, which was a beautiful felt needle book. Again, I don't have one here. I can't believe I'm still getting my life together, apparently. But I'm going to insert some pictures here. Very good. Wasn't that beautiful? That was totally awesome, Michelle. Everybody enjoyed doing that. In addition, I did a make and take. Now, two things were kind of a make and take. One is I made, with Michelle and Gail's help, not 100% by myself, I made name tags for everybody. These are made out of 3-inch wooden embroidery hoops. This front part is fabric that was stretched over some cardboard and mounted on the front. And then of course we put everybody's, I did my fancy writing with everybody's name here. And then on the back, I put some scrapbooking paper. So everybody, and then we used a little elastic to put around our necks. So this was our name tags for the retreat. And that was provided to them in, oops, I'm dropping things, in a little bag that had their name on the front. I don't really want to show the name of this person, but there was a name on the front, and they received the bag that had a little bow, and of course, everything's got to have a button. So that's what they got. So inside was this, as well as my make and take, which is a primitive book. This book, as you can see, it's kind of shiny. It's actually made out of a paper bag. And it's supposed to look like foul leather. And the interesting part of how this is made is you actually massage hair conditioner into the paper after it's been crumbled. And then you use some ink, and to make it shiny, you use, what's the name of that? Darn, I'm forgetting. Mod Podge. Use Mod Podge. And inside, I mounted some maps on the inside cover. And then as you can see, I used a sewing machine to sew all around. And then the make and take is, the book was not put together. You got the pages. You got the pages of the book, but you actually had to sew it. So I gave instructions on how to sew the book and how to sew on the elastic that holds the book. So that was kind of your make and take, and then that got put together as a book. Of course, these can be used as an autograph book, a journal, a stitchy book if you want to keep track of your stitching or your projects. You can use it for whatever you want. It was blank pages. I, of course, commemorated it, but I was so busy, I didn't get any signatures. How sad is that? I was just too busy. But anyways, everybody, this was my make and take, and everybody received that in the little paper bag when they got there. And then our big swag was handmade Amish baskets that everybody received. And inside the Amish basket, they received another handmade item. Michelle from Under the Woolen Willow made these gorgeous, I'm getting it caught up here. These gorgeous pillows. Oh, it's getting twisted. well, I'm not going to be able to untwist it right now, but these gorgeous, gorgeous pillows, as you can see, all handmade with these gorgeous scissors. Look at how cute these are. The little heart, a little charm up here says 2023 Primitive Needlearts Primer Retreat. Gorgeous fabric on the back. Obviously, you can hang this in your crafty space. Totally adorable, totally adorable. And we also got a book called The Threads of Life. And I have not read this book. I'm looking forward to reading it. It's by Claire Hunter, The Threads of Life. And to be very transparent, the reason this book was included is Susan Stanley, who was going to be our speaker, was going to base her historic lecture on this. Unfortunately, Susan had some health problems and wasn't able to be our speaker, but we're hoping that we're going to be able to hear that lecture someday, Susan. But everybody received an Amish basket. And oh, and I want to take this out because I want to show you something. The gentleman who made this basket, his name is Henry Miller. And he put on the bottom of the basket, he signed every basket with his name and his address. He lives in Poland, New York, which is about 30 to 40 minutes from my home. And everybody got to pick their own basket. And I wanted to take a minute. I did share this story with the attendees, and I'm going to share it with you too. It's a very interesting story on how I got to know Henry and found him to make these baskets. I, again, wanted a handmade retreat. And when I saw one of these Amish baskets on one of Vicki Jeanette's posts, probably 2 years ago, I asked her where she got the baskets, and they were actually pictures of her friends. And she said, I don't actually have one of those. They were my friends' baskets, and I don't know where they got them. But I wanted a shopping type basket. It's big enough to shop with. People were carrying them all over and filling things from Hobby House. It's also big enough to put your project bags in. So you can put it next to your stitchy seat, and they're a great basket to take to a retreat filled with your projects too. So I thought it was a good multi-purpose stitching basket. And so I was searching the area and was given one Amish person's name and went to his home and found out he didn't do it anymore, but he knew another person who did, and his name was Henry Miller. And if I went down the street and made a left and another left, and it was the house on the right, and I followed all those directions and found him. And I've gotten to know him over the past year, and over that year's time, I found out that he's in his early 40s and was never able to have children because his wife, unfortunately, appears to have a progressive neurologic disorder, and she is now in a wheelchair. And he is the 100% 24/7 caregiver. And so he had to give up his job as a carpenter and stay in the home to take care of her, but he needed a way to obviously support him and her, and that's when he started making baskets. And so he can make these baskets sitting in the home, making sure she's okay and attending to her needs. And he does have a little farm. He has some sheep and some goats, obviously a couple horses to pull his buggy, and a small garden. And so I felt like giving him this the business of making the baskets, that I contributed to supporting him and his wife. And I continued to buy baskets from him. So my vending booth was Amish baskets, and I want to thank all the people that purchased Amish baskets from me. And one of the things I was showing people that you could do with your cross stitch is you could mount them on a basket. And so I'm going to show you. The first one I'm showing you was stitched by my friend Gail. It was a gift for my birthday. I actually had my birthday when I was there, October 5th. And Gail had stitched this for me, and she had gifted it to me beforehand so that I could finish it and mount it on a basket. So I could give somebody an idea on another way to finish your cross stitch. And this design is from Oh, I don't have it written on here, but I believe it's called The Bee Skep, and it's from the book Agnes Platt, which I think is still on the market. And it is gorgeous, is it not? I actually live in a red brick house, and the stitching for my friend is over one, and she put my initials in the corner. The Bee Skep is satin stitches, and basically what I did is I put heavyweight interfacing behind the stitched piece as well as behind some quilting cotton here on the back. Obviously, right sides together. I put some ribbon so that in between the sandwich, as you stitched on the machine, it would get stitched in, and then I left an opening to flip it around, and then I just hand stitched the opening, and then the ribbon, obviously, I just tied in the back. So it's not permanently tied to this basket in any way, shape, or form. You could switch things out, or you could use the basket with or without the stitching. But I thought it was a neat new idea to finish your cross stitch. Obviously, you could put punch needle on here. You could put a wool applique piece on here. Possibilities are endless. Possibilities are endless. But there you go. So I did, as I said, I purchased more baskets from him to continue to support his family, as well as offer to the attendees in my booth. The second one I did was this is a piece from Summerhouse Stitchworks, Beth Seal, and the piece is called We Gather Together. This is stitched on 40 count doubloon. Picture this plus doubloon with the called for threads. And it's a beautiful Thanksgiving piece. I mean, with Thanksgiving coming up, this would be a great project to pick up. And you know I don't have a ton of time, and this piece only took me 5 or 6 days to stitch. It's really just 5 or 6 motifs and the words we gather together. Just to point out the date on here, 1863. Beth said that was the date that Abraham Lincoln first made Thanksgiving a national holiday in 1863. So that's the significance of the date. Beth told me that this was based on motifs from an antique German sampler that she owns. So, so if you're looking for a quick, beautiful sampler-like Thanksgiving piece, pick up this project from Summerhouse Stitchworks. Go ahead to her website and pick up the chart. You're going to love it. It's only going to take you a few days to finish it right up. Another great way is to finish it on a basket. I did exactly the same thing and finished it on this basket. So there you go. A few more ideas. Okay, what else can I tell you? So I mentioned that I was a vendor. I had some handmaids as well as baskets. In addition, Michelle from Under the Woolen Willow was a vendor. Maggie Bononomy. I did buy something at her booth. I wish I had more time, but I was running my booth, but I ran over there very fast just to pick something up, and I picked up a set of her note cards, which are so adorable. I think there's about 5 or 6 designs in here, so I was happy to snag something from Maggie. Who else? Teresa's Primitive Treasures. She said she sold out. She sold out of all the wooden boxes she had brought. I think some of them were chests of drawers. They were gorgeous. They were gorgeous. If anybody knows Barry, she bought one of them. Have her show you, because they're out of this world. Again, I didn't get down there because I was vending, so I kind of missed out. Kathy Barrick was vending. She had a lot of beautiful jewelry. Leanne was vending lots of her charts. So there was plenty to be had in addition to shopping at Hobby House, Woolworks, Needleworks, and Quiltworks. So plenty of shopping going on that day, plenty of shopping. And then another aspect of our retreat that Michelle and I wanted is we wanted to give back. We wanted to give back to the community. Honestly, I feel that the collective we, are very blessed if we are able to have the finances to attend retreats and purchase at retreats. And I felt if we're that blessed, let's share with the community. And I'm sure most people know that I am in medicine. I'm a pediatrician, and the Ronald McDonald House is near and dear to my heart. I've had patients that have been in tragic situations where the parents have stayed at a Ronald McDonald House, provides them a safe, clean environment to rest their heads, even if it's only for a short period of time while their children are in hospital. It provides meals for them. It's just a haven. It's a haven, available free of charge for these families. And so I did ask designers to consider donating either charts or handmaids. Hobby House donated. I made some stuff. Michelle donated. And my friend Gail, she did a clean out of her crafting stuff and donated many, many beautiful kits, as well as a needlework system. The prizes were amazing. If you check out my Instagram, I definitely have a little video there. I will consider putting it in here. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'll consider putting it in here too. And I have to say, I am so thrilled at how much money we made. I'm going to be sending them a check on Monday for $2,610. Yes, $2,610. Thank you again to all the attendees, designers, Hobby House. Amazing. I'm speechless. Honest to goodness, if I expected 500, I expected a lot. This over quadrupled my expectations. Stitchers are generous, generous people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In addition, getting to a lighter note, Thursday afternoon, the Woodcliff had a fire drill. We all had to exit. Thank goodness it was over the lunch hour and not during the classes. So while we're standing out there, we were only out there 10 or 15 minutes, but while I was standing out there, I herded everybody onto the golf course and took a big picture. Woohoo! I'm going to insert that here. Wasn't that awesome? Amazing, amazing. Who knew? Who knew? So, so I think that wraps up the retreat. I'm probably missing tons of things, but needless to say, it was an experience. And Michelle and I, as I've said multiple times, it was a dream of ours to have a multi-Needlearts retreat. We achieved that dream. I feel like we've climbed the mountain. We've reached the summit. People are asking, will you do this again next year? I don't believe so. The reason being is I'm ready to move on to new horizons. Michelle and I were already on the phone talking about maybe something different. Again, we're going to do it on the unique side. I'm going to keep you posted on my Flosstube channel as well as Instagram, so keep your eyes peeled for what our next adventure might be. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do one again. I think this was a mammoth project. I'm thrilled at how it came out. People loved it. I'm hoping maybe other retreat givers out there might take over the idea. But for us, I think we're going to move on to new adventures, and we will keep you posted. And I have to tell you, right away this coming weekend, we have a new adventure. This was asked of us several months ago, right on the heels of the retreat. We are heading to Salty Yarns. She is giving a class called Once Upon an Apron, and I am giving a class called A Tisket, a Tasket, a handmade sewing basket. I think I did show it before. I'll just show it very briefly. It's another Amish made basket by Henry. I'm calling it the sewing basket. As you can see, here it is. In the class, you are going to bring your own fabric and make a padded top like this that fits in. It's nicely fitted into the basket. And you will take that fabric and make a matching triangle pin cushion, as well as a 3-inch hoop to make a little hanger for your basket. This also would be a fantastic retreat basket / sewing basket. It's not quite as tall as this basket, but almost. So there you go. Anybody coming? I'll see you at Salty Yarns this weekend. So we are super excited about that. Let's see. what else can I tell you guys about? I think that's all for the retreat and the classes. So I'm gonna move on. Since my last video, I did finish something. If you remember me showing my Abecedarian year, I was working on Wild Berries by Blackbird Designs. My goal was to do 12 of these this year. I'm not going to reach it, but I am proud to say that I did 6, and I think that's not too bad. I'm hoping to continue to work on them over time, but I think my 12 for this year didn't happen, but that's okay. You know, I had all this other stuff going on, and I'm thrilled that I could get through 6 of them. So I did finish this one. Hang on, I got to reach over and grab it. Here it is. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to use this book to show you. I think it came out fantastic. I'm super thrilled with it. And so here we are. It is on 40 count. I wrote it down. 40 count creme brulee by Tabby Cat with the called for threads. So there it is. Pretty neat. I think this chart is out of print, so just keep your eyes peeled on the secondary market for stuff like that. And she's re-releasing a lot of things. Who knows? She might re-release this whole series. So keep your eyes peeled. It's an awesome little project. Awesome little project. And then my FFO I already showed you was We Gather Together by Summerhouse Stitchworks. So that I've already showed you. And I already showed you my gift from Gail, the B-Scap. What am I currently working on? What do I have on the go? I have 2 things on the go. I have on the go, and they're across the room. Hang on a second. The first one is a chart I'm borrowing from my friend Beth from Summerhouse Stitchworks. It is out of print. It's called Sally Spencer Sampler by Birds of a Feather. I have seen several people working on this recently. I think one was Sarah at Sarah's Stitchy Spot. And I don't know if it was New Hampshire Stitcher or So Tattered. I thought one of them might have been working on it too, but I could be wrong. I think for a while this was on McKenna's site, but I don't believe it is anymore. But as I said, I'm just borrowing this from Beth Seal. And I did make some pretty good progress. Let me first show you the beautiful threads. They are gorgeous. Here, let's get these down. Here we go. So you can see them. Kind of an unusual set of colors, but when they on the fabric, they look fabulous. And this, did I tell you already? No, I didn't. This is 40 count Bee's Knees by Seraphim. And I still have let me move this over. I still have a needle in there. So here it is coming along. I think it's coming along really well. Let me put something behind it. There we go. Maybe you can see that better. It's really coming along very, very well. I do think these colors actually play together very nicely. Even though looking at them separately, you think, how's that going to go? But look at that cute little bird. And look at those letters. Sooner begun, sooner done. That is my motto for sure. Just adorable. Just adorable. I love working on it. I haven't worked on it probably 2 weeks just because of all that's been going on with the retreat. But I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. So that's one thing I have on the go. And the second thing I have on the go, you know what? I'm going to put this in this basket. That's a good thing. The second thing I have on the go is I started Harriet Hay soon after I got home from the attic. That's what I purchased at the attic. It is by, let me get the chart. Okay, here it is. Sorry. It is by Mill on the Floss Samplers. Mill on the Floss. Harriet Hay, 1809. And it's Mill on the Floss Samplers. And there she is. She is gorgeous. I probably haven't worked on her in a month. I do want to get back to her. But she is fantastic. Fantastic. I am using 40 count Vintage Sand Dune by Lakeside Linens. I'm doing an attic conversion to the 100.3s. I don't know if anybody has seen these little Silk Savers. They're by, oops, I'm dropping things. They're by Berry Stitch Folk. I don't know if she's still selling them. They're intended to hold your floss drops with your silk on, but with the 103s, what I did is I just used some quilting clips, and I put 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, and so I'm using it as a bag to hold my 103s. I thought, why not? You know, why not? But you know how beautiful they are. I'm not going to take them all out or anything, but they're just in here so I can keep them together. They can stay clean. And I get to use one of Barry's little bags. So awesome. And so let's see if I can show you this. I have boards in there that I've made. I don't know why I didn't bring one back. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the top to this box, and I can put it on there maybe and show you kind of what I got going on here. So let's see. Here we are. There we are. There we are. There we are. There we are. We got it in there. So there it is. I got all the border done, and I'm starting to get the fence in the middle, and then I got some floral motifs done down in here, and yeah, there you go. Is that awesome or what? Yeah, she is super, super fun to work on. I truly can't wait to get back to her. I just got to get my life settled down again. I got to get my life in a settled state again to get back to her. But she's super fun. Highly recommend her. Highly recommend her. If anybody wants to start or sell, I'd be happy to join them. Okay, so let's see. The last little section of this video I'm going to call extras. Extras. Extras number 1 includes a gift that Mary got me while she was in Pittsburgh. She went antiquing one morning, and she picked up a book called Stories from Old-Fashioned Children's Books. And the reason she said she picked it up is because she thought of me, because it's filled to the brim with cute little, not photographs aren't the right word. These look like they're, I don't know if they're pen or pencil drawings. They're just adorable. There's just bunches and bunches and bunches of them. And she said, Lisa, I can just picture you doing something with these. I know you're probably cringing, saying she's going to cut that beautiful book up. But you know what? It's better than nobody using the book. And cutting out these little motifs and using them possibly for tags or other such paper crafting things, I do think would be awesome. And possibly even using the cover for a journal cover. So thank you, Barry. This was so sweet of you. In addition to that, Barry also brought me a little paper bag full of goodies that I'm going to share with you. So she had it bagged up in this adorable little bag that said Stitch Folk on it. And what was in here, first off, was what she's calling floss beans. Floss beans. And it's Mr. Bean right there, sewing away. And on the back, she has written floss beans. Is that hilarious or what? Oh my gracious, Barry. You are something else, girl. Love them. Absolutely love them. And in addition, oh gracious, I don't have them in here. She gave me a bunch of these cute little metal, I don't know what you call them, toppers. I don't know what you call them, but I think I'm going to use them for strawberries. Look at how cute they are. They're adorable. And there's another type. Oh, here it is. Here's another type. Wouldn't these be cute on the top of strawberries? And then, I don't have them here with me. Darn it. I'll have to show you next time around. I thought they were right here in the bag. She also gave me a little bag of antique shoe buttons. You know the little black ones that were on the little shoes, boots that you would have to, like from the mid-1800s. She gave me a little bag full of them. She said, I know you'll do something with them. Oh my gosh, I thought they were in that bag. They probably got mixed up with the things, you know, the unpacking. I'll show them to you next time. They're adorable. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else can I show you here on my extras? Oh, little gifties from people at the retreat I can show you. One is a gal, Nancy Allen from Bountiful Heirlooms, gave me this adorable set. It's called She Seeketh Woolen Flax. Look at that cute pattern. And let me see if I can put her information. Here's her Instagram, her Etsy shop, and her blog spot. I'm going to bring this right up there. You can take a screenshot of that. How cute is that? That is so cute. She Seeketh Wool and Flax. Totally adorable. Totally adorable. And in there, she also has some floss cards and something to put on the back of your piece to commemorate what it is. And a thing to clean your glasses. Just such a cute set. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was so generous of her. So generous of her. So I definitely appreciate that. So there you go on that. What else? I have other little gifts here. This is from Monica Mathis. This is rug hooking. Isn't this? It's like a rug hooked mug mat. And she is on Instagram as Gramona1712. That's Gramona 1712. You can kind of see it right there. And she also has a cute little, what are these called? I'm losing my brain. I can't think of the name of it, but you guys know how cute it is. Look at that. Adorable. Thank you, Monica. Okay, what else do I have? These are from, these are almost like little origami. Look how cute this is. Look at how cute this is. And then you open that up from there. Kind of opens up. I'm afraid what's in it's going to come out, but it opens up that way. This is from Cindy and Karen, and they are adorable little cards. Look at how cute. Them as kids. Isn't that great? They even put Primitive Needlearts Primer Retreat on the back. Oh gosh, I'm not getting that in there. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Thank you, girls. Thank you, girls. And they gave me 2 packs of those, which is fabulous. Thank you. And guess who else came to the retreat? Roberta came to the retreat. Roberta Lyle from, oh gosh, now I'm not going to remember her Flosstube. She does it with Linny. Sable Stitchers. Sable Stitchers. She was there. And look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh. The Sable Stitchers. Cute, cute, cute. And she gifted me this adorable little mug with a little pumpkin on the top and a little adorable pin and some chocolate, which is long gone. Long gone, long gone. Okay, and one more thing. And this is, oh gracious, this is from Melissa. Miss Melissa had these bagged up in this cute little fall bag. And it's a beautiful little spool with a set of scissors. Look at how cute is that. You go, girlfriend. That is awesome. What a great idea is that you guys could do at home with some old spools. And she even included some beautiful orange fluffy stuff. I know it's not called fluffy stuff. I'm just not thinking as to what it is. But you guys know. You guys know what it is. So thank you so much, Melissa. That was fantastic. And what else can I show you? I have a couple other quick acquisitions. I had gone up to the store that I love in Brockport, New York called Country Treasures. And I picked up a kit called the Skinny 4-Patch Runner Kit. And here is, isn't it beautiful? I think these are just pattern kits that she makes up herself, the girl who owns it. And I'm not going to dig it out right now, but I will show you in the future. The other thing that I purchased was a featherweight. I got a featherweight. Woohoo! And I took this beautiful little sewing machine to my local shop that repairs sewing machines. I know there's not many people around that do that, but I do. I'm lucky enough to have one in Oneida. and he kept it for 6 weeks and got it all shined up and ready to go. So as the weather has changed and hopefully my life slows down slightly, I'm hoping to get back to trying some quilting. You know, I'm a quilter wannabe, and I've made 2 quilts, but I want to kind of continue to expand my skills on that. So I'm hoping this winter I'm going to be able to do that. So maybe that little project might be a good small project to start testing out the featherweight. Okay, what else can I tell you? Last but not least, no, I had one more thing, and then last but not least, one more thing. I want to show you my book of days. Hello. So here's my August. I think that's when last we spoke. August was packed because that's when I went to Arizona. And then coming into September was the countdown to the retreat. So it was packed with just lots of retreat stuff that I was working on, as well as a little bit of stitching. And then here we are in October. I really haven't written anything yet, but on the retreat days, I put in there prim for the Primitive Needlearts primer. So of course, I just got back, so I haven't filled too much in for October, but it'll be coming. It'll be coming. And then last but not least, you know me, I'm always purchasing craft books. I love craft books. They just have so many little treasures, and I say, oh, I want to do that. Oh, I want to do that. So I'm going to show you the most recent online purchases that I made of some craft books. Number 1 was So Many Notions, and this is by Debbie Busby. And I think it was Kathy Lounsbury who had shown this book, because I think she's made some of these beautiful projects. I love that rectangular tomato. Isn't that awesome? She's made some of these gorgeous projects. This is an awesome book. If you have an opportunity to pick it up, just go online. You can easily find it. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So Many Notions. What did I say? By Debbie Busby. B-U-S-B-Y. There it is. Okay. Awesome book. Awesome book. Number 2. Actually, both of these are by Bonnie Sullivan. I really haven't even had a chance to go through this one. It's called A Change of Season. Folk Art Quilts and Cozy Home Accessories. Look at these projects. Oh, this one just looks delectable to me. Let me show you a couple on. Look at these ones on the back. Look at those humongous sunflowers. Cute, cute, and more cute. Amazing. And then the second one by Bonnie Sullivan is All for Fall, Whimsical Wool Projects and Warm Quilts. Look at those. Look at these pumpkins on the back. Oh my gracious. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So there you go. I think that, no, I still have one more thing. Oh my gracious me. I'm just looking at my, yep. One last thing. After I came back from the attic, I sent in an order because I needed some more 103s for Harriet Hay. And in addition, there was a sampler there I wished I had purchased. It was one of Jean's samplers. And it is called Ellen Riggett 1843. And look how cute this little sampler is. I just love it. I'm thinking I might just do the bottom section. I love the roosters. I might do rooster, flower rooster, kind of in a long, maybe a long skinny pillow or something like that. But I think it's super fantastic. And here we are. It's from Lee School Samplers, Ellen Riggett from Samplers in My Attic. So if there's anybody out there who's stitched this, I would love to see it. I don't know if I've ever seen it stitched by anybody on Flosstube, but it's a fantastic little pattern. So go Jean. Okay, I think that's it. Oh my gracious. I really need to do these more often because things just build up, don't they? They just build up. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've stayed all the way to the end, kudos to you. And thank you for all your kind comments, for all your likes, for your subscriptions. I would love to grow my channel. So tell your friends. Tell your friends. And I hope you continue to create, branch out, try something new, and just sit and enjoy what you're doing and continue to across many, many X's